Action.
And we're on to Talking About Stuff with Christopher Maselli and Michael Pierce. Go for it.
Go for it. Go for it, Adrian.
All right. I don't hear echo too much. I'm going to turn down the volume a little. Does that help at all? I mean, is that like pounding in you when?
No, the volume's good.
Okay.
It's a delay reaction to that.
Don't worry about that because it's capturing all the video, and then when it goes to the cloud, it'll reconfigure it to match up with it. But all we're looking for right now is getting through 30 minutes.
Of this.
Stop looking over there. Do I need to take that away? I can take it away
No, I'm fine.
so you don't see it.
I just think it's kind of funny.
But I just thought you may want to see how ugly you actually look.
Well, out of our two, you look at me, I'm the youngest out of the bunch.
Yeah.
Kind of look like.
Yeah. I'm sorry. How are you? How many days? How many days? You're 22, 8. Oh, you're
2 months.
Yeah, because October 8th to November 8th is a month, and then you still got 22 days.
A month and a half.
So you're trying to be older than me?
No, I'm trying to be younger than you. I'm still better looking too.
So many ways that's wrong. So that's why I put your pictures, all that stuff you put on. So from now on, when you go out and you do whatever you're going to do, weird life, send me the picture. Just keep taking them and keep sending me. Because I just throw them into a bucket, and that's what produces the stuff that you see, or that the people.
No, I got famous people that at the Bigfoot festivals. Hey, it's people that on like Finding Bigfoot, Expedition Bigfoot, Mountain Monsters.
Are you? And that's fine. You can send me all that stuff, and I'll put them on your page. But I think that the general populace, the ones that start watching these podcasts, will want to look at. They'll want to have you in the picture.
Yeah, I'm in the picture.
Well, yeah, as long as you're in the picture, send me that. You send me all the media you've got, and that's what I start developing your page. And then as we get more media up, I'll develop your page bigger, just like my page. Other than that, I downloaded a template today. Not today, a couple of days ago. So for 40, so I went in and for 45 minutes, I got 3 pages of ideas on how to break out a 45-minute podcast. Which for the viewing audience, we have no clue what we're doing. Straight up,
absolutely.
I bought the equipment, and that's it. That's where we are right now. It just took us an hour to get on to record this thing. So we're 2 guys who have a buttload of stories. We're both 60, so we've been through a lot in our lives, I would say.
Hell and back.
Hell and back. In 2 different scenarios, too. Mike's been through stuff, and he is my peer, but I've known him long enough. I call him Mike, and he calls me, sir. But that aside, we've been through life long enough that we have a lot of stories, and we're at this point in our lives. And this is where we are. And I thought, you know what? Let's just start telling people about it, because everybody else out there says their stuff. So why can't we say ours? Am I wrong on this?
You're absolutely right.
So what are you thinking about podcasting and the way that you think it should be going?
Well, when we finally get this thing working right, I think it's going to turn out pretty good.
What do you want to get across in these podcasts? What do you want to accomplish, I guess, through the podcast?
I want to put my information out there so people can believe.
Yeah.
The supernatural.
All the stuff. So you think you've got an audience big enough out there that would be on your side with the Bigfoot, the
Absolutely.
Sasquatch, all the aliens, the boom, 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 all that stuff. All right. And his whole life he's been saying that. He's got stuff from when we were young that he says happened. I'm not real sure it did, but dead. I was there.
You always have to have a skeptic.
And I get that. So that's what you want to get across these people, and through that venue, you'll be telling a lot of your personal stories.
Exactly.
Right. And I'll be telling a lot of mine too. I've been so many places, done so many things, learned so many things that do apply, a lot that don't apply. I myself have 5 children, so trying to navigate through that and putting forth a lot of what I hopefully teach them that they will learn later on. And they're all teens now, and Mike is they're adults now.
Yes.
They're adults. Just an exceptional guy with exceptional, family. It was ironic that this guy, he did, so he must have had his mother somewhere down the road. Maybe not. I could get into that a little bit later. But that's what I want to talk about throughout the next year of this. I think we want to get across to a lot of stuff. Where'd everybody go?
You're telling
Where did everybody go?
there are some people that passed away that are younger than us
That's right.
that
Yeah.
we went to high school with. All right, that just moves my mind.
Well, and let's take high school. How many people do you actually stay in contact
You're the only one.
with? That's it.
That's sad.
That's it. I mean, we've been out of high school, so what, 83, 82. He graduated a year after I graduated. So what, 80,
83 to 84.
You did 83 to 84?
He was 83, I was 84.
That's right. That's right. So 40 years, 40 plus years that we've been out of school. And, we have Facebook, which I'm on, and I know
TikTok.
plus TikTok, plus Instagram, plus uh, what is that one that you put all the pictures on with that, all that? I mean, we have so much social media out there, and I have found that I reach out to these people, and I don't really, get a return. They're like, "Oh, hi, it's been fun,"
Well,
and they're all still here.
I reach out to them too, and I don't get no hi back or.
You get nothing, and these aren't people that should be ghosting us. I mean, you look some of these people up, and they're literally in town. We're in the Kansas City area, so they're literally here in Kansas City. We both graduated from Raytown High, so which is still here. The school's still there. Yeah, I found that a lot. And what I hate about Facebook and social media, period, is when you put stuff on that and people do the little like emoji. People I haven't talked to in a while. I wish they would do a little bit more like, hey, how you been? What's been going on? What's been happening? But do you find that they just don't?
Well, if you really look at like Facebook and some of your friends that friends on there with, that you don't have communication with,
Right.
look at their blog, look at their information, and I think they're jealous of you, but they're jealous of me that we made it in life.
Just to be clear, I am not jealous of anything. But I get what you're saying.
We've made it this far.
So I get that, but how about the ones that have made it, Mike? I look at you find them on LinkedIn, they're doing fine.
Bunch of stuck up people.
Well, you think that, but then how were we friends initially back then and we're not now?
They're more of acquaintances than friends.
I get that.
Because, when you think we're buddies, it's somebody that you go have a drink with.
Right.
Or you go play pool with.
Right.
But do they have your back 100%?
Right.
It's friends. Acquaintances go out and have a beer and go play some pool. If the guy has a flat tire, I'm not getting out of bed to go help him.
Right. And I get that. I guess my way of thinking, though, is it's much easier in today's society to actually just check something back. How you been? Point in case, I was out. Where was I the other night? Doing something. I can't remember what I was doing. But it reminded me of when I was back in high school at a high school function that me and one of my acquaintances now, we were both at. We were both pretty good at. And I remember texting her and telling her, this so reminds me of back in the day, blah, 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 when we were in school, we did this and we did that. And she texted back and said, yeah, and I miss those days. And I'm like, I miss those days too. There was no, and then that's where it died. That's where it ended. And she was a very good friend back in school. Very good friend back in school. So at what point why wouldn't you want to know, I guess, what I'm doing nowadays and how my life turned out. Because I'd want to know how their life turned out, which is the whole reason I started texting back and forth. Somewhere along the way, people don't anymore. They
Well,
just,
you know, and you talk, you think about it too. You know, like I sit back and think, during grade school, I see these kids from day one of first grade all the way up to graduation, and it's like, okay, we were friends in high school or in grade school. We was friends or locker buddies all through high school. Now all of a sudden,
you're ghosted. They don't even want to. My point is this: why are you putting a like on whatever I just did if you don't want to start a conversation? I hate emojis. I hate emojis, and I hate the like button on anything. Listen, if wherever you are at that specific moment that you saw whatever that story was that I just posted, my kids or my website development, whatever it was, wherever you are at that point, and you see something like you always say something. When if you post something on my Facebook, you'll say nice, that absolutely, or give me. You'll say
right,
something. You just won't do a like button. So I do a story that 110 people like, but only one person wanted to comment. I don't care about those 110 people that liked it. That, to me, you're not doing it. That could have been a stranger that just clicked like and went about the merry way. If we can't use this to, if we can't use social media to be informed and to communicate back and forth together, a like to me is like, I don't know, just putting the word like on a blank envelope and dropping it in my mailbox. I don't know who you are.
give me some type of feedback.
Give something, or don't comment on it at all. I mean, which I'm fine with. I put that stuff up there, especially on my Facebook page, which my kids think I'm, boomer old because I'm still using Facebook, but it's still one of the most widely used
So
social.
what do they use now? TikTok?
I, I don't know. I can't keep up with it using. Not even TikTok anymore. Past that. I mean, there was Snapchat at one point, TikTok now. Trump wants to take TikTok down, so then it'll be something else. Whatever it is they use, I've never found anything as good as Facebook because Facebook actually plugs you in and lets you have a timeline of events that I can actually, like yours, I can go up onto your Facebook page and I can see not only what you did yesterday if you posted, but then I can start going back and seeing like mine. I think I did Facebook back in 2000. So if you get on my Facebook page, it's got a lot of my history on it, and a lot of my photos, and a lot of my challenges trials and tribulations that I did throughout my life. It's right there for the public to see, which is fine. Uh, but and I'm still going through them, and you're still going through them, and we'll until we die. But if I post something and it inspires a feeling in you, tell me what that feeling is. Just don't give me a little emoji icon. Every time somebody does that, I just want an electrical shock. Just like
Or just smack them?
bitch slap them, because you've done nothing. You said lie. I don't care. If you want to converse on something, now I care. But that's me. That's where I find social media, and that's where I find a lot of the, people wait for. Man, I'm drawing a blank. What are they called? Every 10 years that you go to the
Reunion.
thank you reunion. People wait for reunion, and there's always so much stigmata on that reunion, and always people don't want to go. Screw them. I didn't like them all, or yeah, I was in a big clique. I want to go. Whatever that is. I don't care as much about that as let's go out and have a drink. Just catch up. Especially if you're in my town.
Right.
Let's do that. Or a cup of coffee. You don't drink? I don't care. Let's have a cup of coffee. I'm a big cigar guy, so let's go have a cigar. We do often. Um, Anything like that. It's not because I want to, develop a blossoming relationship again. It's because I want to talk about a time in our life that it was a crossroads. You know, I met you, you met me, and we spent this. Now, me and you, I can't shake it. He's been with me for like, I don't know, 56 years. 56 years, yeah. We met when we were 4. So yeah, 56 years. I can't get rid of them.
Been thick and thin.
But that's another thing. But people in high school, that was a crossroads. That we were with them 4 years, and then we all went on our merry way.
Some with some we've been 12 years.
That's true. All school, whatever the time is, we just spent that cluster of time with them, which is fine. And we had great time. We had bad times.
We also spent time with them at the roller rink, Baytown Swimming Club.
That's what I'm saying. And you had good times and you had bad times. So why wouldn't somebody? And then they all went out and got their life, as I did, as you did. We all went out. We all made our decision. This is where we're going. This is what we're going to do. And we all thought we were going to conquer the world. I tell you, I have not.
When you do, let me know.
Yeah, I'll let you know. So he has not either. But we were all going to conquer the world. All I'm saying is that that's what everybody thought getting out of high school. They were going to go out and conquer the world. Maybe some did. And I hope they did. I hope everybody's achieving their dreams. But at the very least, I don't believe we were put here on this earth just to spend 4 or 6 or 8 or 12 years. Actually, I don't know anybody that I went to school with 12 years outside of you.
Dan?
Dan Larison, yeah. And he's in Florida now, so it was Dan.
Frankie?
I don't stay in touch with Frankie anymore. And have we reached out? How many times?
4 times.
At least 4 times. And what did we say we'd go do?
We'll get together and
Me and you would go up and see him. And I can't remember where he is.
Minnesota.
I'd go up to Minnesota. I'd take that flight. There was no, and we were pretty tight because Frankie lived within our block,
right,
growing up. So we were tight. We're all. So that's what I'm saying. Where did these people disassociate with? I don't want to talk about the past anymore. I don't want to reminisce for even a day, or even 2 hours at a coffee shop or a bar.
Jack, I look at it when somebody don't answer me back. Ghosts, what did I do?
That's right. And you start thinking.
And then if I did something wrong, please tell me what I did.
That's
so
right.
I can fix the problem. I can't fix the problem if I don't know what I did.
And my point is you reached out to them because you actually wanted to say hi, talk a little bit, see what's going on, have some fun. But yeah, so I've got a couple of those people too that just, I don't know what I did. And then you get to the point so long that you're like, well, screw you. I'm whatever.
So lost, not mine.
That's the end. And it shouldn't be that way because you know what? We're all going to die. And when we die, one of two things is going to happen. You're either going to go somewhere or you're not going to go anywhere. So let's say you don't go anywhere when you die. This is it. This is it. There's nothing left. So why wouldn't you want to make the most of it? Talking about, but by talking to old friends, not even old friends. I can almost say back in the day, and you probably had this too in school. Whoever your group of friends were in school, that was your group. Live or die. These people were yours. They understood you. You understood them. You were on the same page. The ups, the downs, they're basically the same. And now nobody wants to talk about that anymore. Now they either want to be miserable in where they are today, 40 years later, or they're happy, which I hope all of them are, 40 years later, but they still don't want to meet somebody from the past who helped them get through that time in their life, just like they helped us, you know? And you got to think, you helped people back then. They helped you. Those are your people. That was your group. And to not want to reminisce, but to just say life on a post and then go back into the shadows, that's sad. It's called a community because we're supposed to be communal people.
Right.
But that's where it goes. I went on a tangent there, but it has been bothering me lately that I just can't get anybody to go, hey, even the ones I know that are right here. Yeah, let's have a drink.
You invite them to your pool?
My pool, anything. I don't. You only have to come to my house. I get that. Let's meet somewhere. Let's meet in the morning. Panera Bread. Have a coffee. Let's meet in a bar somewhere to have a drink. Let's have a bite to eat. I don't know. Let's just talk about not only where we came from, but where we are now, based on where we came from, and then where we're going in the future. What are your dreams? What are your aspirations? What do you want to do, when you grow up? What's that all about? Obviously, for me and Mike, we want to do a podcast, so we'll start doing this. Again, we don't know what we're doing, so you're going to have to stay with us. But we're hoping to grow it. As we do this, we want to get more on the website, talkingboutus.com. That's TALKINGBOUT stuff.com. Not talking about stuff. And I made the website. What are you going to do? Talking about stuff.com.
And you're going to have laughs,
Yeah.
serious moments.
Yep. And a lot of them. And you're going to see how me and this mug got to the point we're at now. And we want to hope and address a lot of the questions that you guys have. There's a form on there on the front page. You want to hear us talking about something, or you want to know, hey, when you guys were growing up, did this happen, or did that happen, or hey, what about the kids? Because we both handle our kids completely different, and our wives completely different. So we've got good things, we've got bad things, we've got the good, the bad, and the ugly.
There you go. There you go. And we'll get straight out.
That's all I can say. We got the bad, and the ugly, not to pawn a phrase Clint Eastwood. Yeah, that's what we got.
You know what we need now? We need the music. Batting like that. There you go. Da, da, da.
So, yeah, we have a cheap box here, which will get better as we go. But again, we're in our starting stage, but stuff like that. We also have to figure out. I mean, how long have we been on? 22 minutes, and we want to do you see it up there? We're looking at a monitor right there. Yeah.
Yeah, but we've already been on for 10 minutes.
We haven't. We've only been reporting.
No, you reported the other thing to get this thing fixed.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah. So we flubbed up. So yeah. So that's who we are. That's what we're doing, and we're probably going to do 2 or 3 more just like this, with the same format until we get one that's actually right. I'll let you, but I think this sort of goes in the bloopers too.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
But again, we don't care. We're not in this for money. We're not in it to do anything but and have a good time. And hopefully, some of the people that we know are out there and they reach out and say, what is going on? And hopefully, a lot of new people that we don't know will reach out and we get to meet new people. Myself, I think I want to live to be 100. I've got 40 more years, and I don't want to spend 40 years sitting in the living room watching TV, waiting for this guy to die. We need new people in our lives. We need new experiences. What do you say?
I agree.
Yeah. And
If 11 to be 100,
yeah.
I look at it. If I can wipe my own butt, not a problem.
There you go. I had an aunt who used to say, and she did passed away. My aunt Carrie, God bless her. She used to say, as long as I can die with all my teeth, I'm okay. You know what? She died with all her teeth. So she was okay. She got her wish.
Oh, I had that problem.
You what?
Oh, I had that problem.
Yeah. Well, and you're a guy that's already died once, so
I died 3 times.
3 times. Can't keep him down. And I tell you, all 3 times, I'm like, he's back. Yeah, he's back.
Yeah, but if you stop and you really think about it, if I wasn't here, what would you do?
Who'd be sitting there? I'd be talking to an empty couch because you're my only friend for the last 5 years, 4 years, 6 years. There you go. So yeah, so that's where we are. That's what we're thinking about doing. Not thinking about. That's what we're going to do. It's going to look crazy as hell, but we'll get to it.
Well, I think we'll have our ups and downs with it.
Mm-hmm. But we hope you stay attached to us, stay occupied with us. Must have put in the teaser for the next episode, but as I said, we don't know what we're doing. So
It'd be the same back. I'm in a back channel.
I don't think we can say that because it's just like you can't say get ready to rumble. Can't say that because it's trademark.
Really.
Yeah. And we're gonna have to come up with our own closing, which we'll do. But oh, yeah,
You know what if we could cuss, you know what I would say?
What?
Who gives a rat's ass?
it's not really cussing nowadays.
But I'd say something else. I just
Yeah,
kept it.
and you need to visit the page. I'd say what's on the paper, but yeah,
You know, by my head.
I appreciate that. Yeah. Okay, we'll be back again. This is the first one. I'm going to post this one. I'm going to post this blooper reel. This will be our first one. You want to make this our first one?
Why not?
Make
It's
this
one, so
Yeah, we'll make it our first one. It'll be and years from now we'll look back and go, what the hell? But right now I think it's pretty good. Assuming that when I do save this, because we saved one before and it didn't have any of the voice, remember?
yeah, or it showed you and didn't show me, and it showed me and
Well,
didn't
that's
show
because
you.
really yeah. Yeah. Okay, so there we go. There we have it. Stay safe, be good, and join us again. Check out the website, talkingoutstuff.com. Not about, just talkingoutstuff.com. That. You got anything?